welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing a faux locs, or is it a soft locs tutorial? So it's a new updated crochet method that been going around. You know, I can't lie, this one looks way better than what people used to do as crochet locs before, because you know the bumpy look that it gives, or bulky look that it gives, without doing this nice, neat and sleek method. So as you can see, we are using a wax. Any type of wax that you have, can be an edge wax, can just be a wax in general. This brand is the Ocean wax. So we're just using it to neat up the parting, you know, get the lines crisp and sharp. You know, I love things crisp already, guys. You know I have a problem with that word. Okay. So we're just parting the hair into small sections. You don't want too big of a part for this look, because the bigger the part and then the hair is so small, it looks weird. Yeah, it looks weird. So just save up your money and buy enough hair so it doesn't look spacey or has a lot of gaps, because when the part is too big and the hair is so small, it doesn't look right. So we're just proceeding to plaiting the hair. I think everybody knows how to plait by now. Some people can't plait, so you probably have to get somebody to plait the hair for you if you want to do it yourself. But just plait the hair itself, just plait your hair. If your hair is too thin, what I would recommend is that you use a little bit of braiding hair to do like a feeding plait, not necessarily the knotted plait, you know, that not the knotless. So you have the knotless plait and then you have the regular plait. Just do the knotless plait, because sometimes, because you're going to be wrapping the hair, when there's a knot at the top, it causes extra tension to pull on your hair. So I'm using two methods today. So I'm showing you guys the two methods that I'm using. So for the back section, or where your hair is thinner, you can use the knot method that I'm using. You're gonna see what I'm talking. I call it the knot method. I don't know what nobody else call it. So you push the crochet needle through the actual new loc, soft loc, then you push it through your hair to get the hair onto the loc itself, and you're going to proceed to tie your hair around the soft loc. So you're just tying your hair and securing the loc in it. This is because our hair is too thin at the back, where it can't necessarily push the crochet needle directly through her hair to loop it, right? So you just push the crochet needle through the soft loc, carry your hair through that, and then tie your hair to create a secure bond between the soft loc and your hair. So I'm going to show you the second method, but I'm showing you how I'm neating up this part and, you know, ensure that everything is nice. Guys, please, I think the secret to this loc hairstyle, or any type of crochet hairstyle and locks in general, is your parting. Like, if the parting is not neat, it doesn't look right. Yeah, you have the messy locks and whatever, but the parting still has to be neat. I can't emphasize this anymore, I swear. So I'm just proceeding to plaiting the hair. And while you're plaiting, you can plait about 4 times or 5 times down, and then you stop, because you don't want it to be too far from the root. You stop and you leave one of the braids to anchor the loc. So you're going to take the braid, open up the soft loc, the little loop hole at the top that normally comes. You're going to open it up, secure it with 2 of your fingers, like I'm going to show you now. So this is the loc. You see the knot at the top there? You're going to open it, secure it with 2 of your fingers, and then pull your hair through that hole. Yes, pull it through the hole just like that. Then you can put it out of the way so it doesn't, you know, handbag or doesn't disturb you. And then you begin to plait tightly to secure that loc onto your hair. So this is the no crochet method, and then the method that I showed before is a crochet method that I use. I've seen so many ways to do this. This is just the 2 techniques that I chose to use today. I have other ways of doing it as well. It just depends on the client's hair, and you know, if they're natural, if they have a natural hair, or if they have cream relaxed hair. It just depends on what I'm working with for that day that I'll show the type of method. Now if it is that you want an in-depth video on all the different type of methods that you can use for these crochet soft locks, I can do it, but oh my god, I can do it. Right? So I'm just showing you again what I did. I'm just gonna explain one more time so that you get it. So you plait it, you leave one of the braid to anchor the lock, you open up the crochet lock, put it through, put it on the other side to get it out of your way, and begin to plait tightly. Listen, this is one of the easiest methods of all. I think anybody can do this one. This one is really easy to do. And as I said, if you don't know how to plait, you can get somebody to do this process for you, where they plait in the lock for you, or just plait your hair and you crochet the lock onto it, if your hair has enough body to push the crochet needle through it. Right? I'm just gonna let you guys watch me do it one more time, and then I'll be right back. This is the hair that we're using today. It's the Ghana Twist in Spring Twist. It's a Ghana Spring Twist hair. So the Ghana Twist is really the brand, and Spring Twist is the style or curl pattern that the hair has, right? We use this tightly coiled hair because it gives more bunks. It's soft. I think the hair, I just like to use it. I don't like to use the water wave because the water wave is a little bit too thin in texture for me. Like, I need something that almost mimics natural hair, because I feel like it grips better, it holds better, it wraps better. I just feel like it's better. Anything that mimics natural hair or it looks like this Spring Twist hair, you can use it, right? So I'm just going to take one of the pieces out of the pack, and I'm going to separate that piece into 3. I don't think you should separate it any thinner than this because it's gonna look weird. If you're using the same new locks that I'm using, you're going to use the crochet needle and crochet the hair through the roots of the hair, and you're going to have 2 uneven sections. So the shortest section will be the length of the client's natural hair. So that you plaited, it should be the length of it. So you shouldn't go past it, right? Because remember, when you wrap it, you don't really want to go too far down on the lock. So for the wrapping, you're going to wrap at the base 3 times, and then for the 4th wrap, you're going to start to come down diagonally and just continue to wrap and hold that hair tight so it stays one size. Because when you hold the top part tight, like a good grip, and then you start to loosen your grip as you go down the shaft of the hair, the size of the lock changes. I mean, sometimes it's cute. I know sometimes the unevenness with locks, it kind of makes it look more natural, but for this specific type of lock, try not to have changes or variation in the size of the locks that you do. Try to maintain the same grip and, you know, hold the hair together properly and just wrap. This specific type of lock is really easy. Like, it's not like the butterfly locks where you have to be paying attention to where you're looping your finger and stuff like that. This type of lock is so easy. It's literally just wrapping the hair. wrapping the hair, wrapping the hair. Guys, I cannot be bothered with this kitten. I'm trying to record and edit, and every minute this cat is on my computer. Almost delete an entire clip. Okay, now for the end, you're going to loop and make a knot around the lock itself. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So I'm just wrapping the hair around and tying a knot to secure it, and then you can take the other piece of hair that is left and continue to wrap it until you have nothing left to wrap. Then you can roll it in your palm of your hands to secure it even more, and that's how I do it. Now I'm gonna let you guys watch me do it a couple more times, and then I'll be back. is the final look, guys. Look how neat that is. Like, this is 44 inches, okay? This hair is 44 inches. Now you can buy the 22-inch and just extend the lock and you'll get the 44-inch, but this hair is so tall, as you can see in the thumbnail, it reaches her about her calf. So I'm just showing you how flexible and, you know, easy this hair is to style. It isn't heavy. She says it isn't heavy. It's easy to style as soon as you're finished. You know, you might have a little tenderness because the hair was just freshly done, but just the same, it doesn't hurt. You get me? I'm just showing you how versatile this hair is. Like, I'm really considering doing it on myself, but you know how it is when you want to do your own hair, okay? You guys know how it is. I'm pretty sure you know, okay? It takes too much time, you get tired, and I'm using the mousse hair just to, you know, you can't necessarily hot water the hair, so you have to, or what would they, I don't know what they call it in America, steam it, but here in the Caribbean we call it hot water. So you have to use the mousse to tame any flyaways or anything like that, right? And let me tell you, sis was slaying, or is slaying, or will be slaying for her birthday, right? This look is so nice. I love the locks. It's a good protective style if you have natural hair, if you are transitioning, you know, as long as the person doesn't do it too tight to where it irritates your scalp or gives you a headache. But apart from that, this hair is really nice and good for somebody to do for a protective style. So bye guys, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.